Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. It's Wednesday, which means it's brand new comic book day. Yes, comics are back and we're super excited. And in my hands is one of those releases. It's Superman Smashes the Klan from DC Comics, collecting the 3-issue series in one handy graphic novel. Now, this release is kind of trickled out in some ways, but now it's officially in comic shops and you can go get it, and boy should you go get it. This is seriously one of the best comics of the year, one of the best graphic novels of the year, and I cannot praise this enough. It is so amazing, so fantastic. I mean, you could just stop watching the video right now and go get it. Like, that's seriously, you will not be disappointed. From the art to the story, this is one of my favorite Superman stories probably ever, and honestly I think one of the best comics I've ever read. If I had to go and hand someone a comic that might be new to the genre, this is what I would probably give them at this point. Someone who's interested in superhero comics, I think this is probably what I would give them. So it's written by Gene Luen Yang, and then art by Gurihiru. Sorry if I mispronounce it. Janice Chiang is the letterer. So now this is really interesting. This is a graphic novel, and it's loosely based on the Superman serial, the radio show that came out in the 40s. And in that radio show, Superman wound up eventually taking on the Ku Klux Klan, and it became a really big deal in fighting the Klan's influence. It's a really interesting piece of history, really important, something that maybe not enough people know. And this graphic novel kind of gives, I don't say homage isn't the right way, but I'd say honors that radio show. The story is, it's 1946, a family moves to Metropolis, a Chinese family moved from Chinatown to the suburbs, and this kind of KKK knockoff winds up terrorizing them and kind of the town as a whole. It's really, really interesting as to where it goes, and honestly, the reverberations, the echoes of today is, things feel like they haven't changed in some ways. In many ways. The story is pertinent. It is gets back to the roots of Superman, who was a social justice warrior. This is a character who fought people like the KKK, corrupt politicians, corrupt landlords, crooked cops. When he started, he wasn't fighting Lex Luthor. These were the things he was dealing with. And this graphic novel really kind of goes to that roots, and also dives in to Superman's roots as a whole, his immigration roots, his immigrant roots. The fact is, he is a literal alien coming from a different world and growing up in the United States, and much like the other immigrants who came to this country through various means, basically had to learn what it is to be not just American, but human, and fit in. And it's really interesting how Yang ties it all together, and the various kind of themes and ideas and concepts he weaves and dips into like real world history in many ways. The back of the graphic novel has an essay from Yang about the time, about the history of the KKK, about his own experience, his own family, and a bit about Superman as well, who's created by two Jewish immigrants to the United States from Cleveland. Cleveland represent. And it's amazing. It really is such an amazing read. I read the first issue when it came out as a single issue, and I actually held off the other 2 issues because I wanted to read the rest as one graphic novel and just sit down and enjoy it. And the story isn't just the only amazing thing. The art is amazing as well. It has this like Fleischer cartoon vibe to it. This real classic, like innocent isn't the right way of putting it, but like this throwback style that's just, you don't see much today, that works so well. And it just looks absolutely amazing. The flow, just the panel use, just everything is beyond fantastic. I can't praise this enough. I mean, clearly, if you're watching this far in this video, I think my genuine love of this is pretty damn clear. I absolutely love this, and happy to read it many times. Like, what Yang and the artists were able to do is something truly amazing. There is a celebration of the innocence of Superman at the time, but at the same time, the not so innocence of the time. Yang deals with outright racism and subtle racism. The subtle racism of people like believing stereotypes is an example of that. It's still racism, and people act upon it, but they might not be the ones who don't want to like associate with others. And then the other thing that I think does this amazing job is that he gives most of the racists, or some of the racists, like, reasons that they are the way they are. We get some subtle hints as to why they are the way they are, and there are some empathetic characters dealing with that. I mean, it's really interesting is that so much of it's black and white. Clearly the KKK is bad, racists are bad, but so much of this is gray as well. Like, even the friends of these kids who've moved will make subtle comments, and you cringe now, and it makes you reflect on what you think. And it's just, I mean, this is the type of reading that it should be in schools, and that not only will it get hopefully kids to think about their own bigotry and racism, but also to explore the real history that was going on at this point in time. Just like, I'm starting to ramble at this point. I clearly love this graphic novel. Is absolutely amazing. Go get it. Go support your local comic shop. Hit them up. Like, if you have to wait, but like, go get this from your local comic shop. We've got a link beneath this video. You put in your zip code to tell if shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have affiliate links. There are some affiliate links. Some of them do benefit comic shops, so we do get a small percentage of that as well. But really, you should go support your local shop. Hit them up. See if they do curbside pickup or delivery, or if they're open. They absolutely need it in these times, and this is a wonderful graphic novel to read and catch up on that you might have missed. Just absolutely wonderful. Like, I can't praise this enough. So yeah, if you are into DC Comics, you should go definitely check this out. Superman, check this out. Just into comics in general, check this out. Thank you so much for watching. Now, if you are interested in graphic policy, you can follow us across the web, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, whatever, all at Graphic Policy. Keep it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, keep it geeky, keep it safe. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.